In 2023, Chelsea broke the British transfer record to sign one midfielder. His name is Enzo Fernández, and his contract runs all the way to 2032. So why is half of Spanish football now reporting he wants to leave London for Real Madrid? That question is splitting the biggest names in football straight down the middle. Some say a deal with the player is already as good as agreed. Others insist Madrid have not made a single concrete move yet. Today we separate what is actually confirmed from what is just noise. Start with the player everyone is fighting over. Enzo Fernández is 25 years old, a central midfielder, and the captain of Chelsea. He cost Chelsea around £106 million back in January 2023, a British record at the time. He walked in straight off winning the 2022 World Cup with Argentina. 2 years later, he added the 2024 Copa América to the cabinet. He has over 40 caps for his country, and he won that World Cup at just 21. He has reportedly scored around 15 goals and set up 7 more across last season alone. He scored in a European final for Chelsea and started as they beat Paris Saint-Germain in a Club World Cup final. Transfermarkt currently values him at around €90 million. This is not a squad player. Chelsea are quietly trying to move on. This is one of the most valuable midfielders alive. But reports suggest fresh talks over a new, improved contract recently broke down, and his camp planned to revisit them only after this summer's World Cup. So why would Real Madrid gamble a fortune on a player who is already a champion somewhere else? Because Madrid have a new manager, and his name changes the whole picture. José Mourinho is back at the Santiago Bernabéu for a second time. President Florentino Pérez was re-elected, and he wanted a statement midfielder. Madrid have already torn through this window, signing Marc Cucurella, Bernardo Silva, Ibrahima Konate, and Denzel Dumfries. According to ESPN, adding one more central midfielders is now a genuine priority. ESPN reports that Fernández is one of the names rated most highly inside the club. By their account, Mourinho is one of the people pushing hardest to get it done. Here is where the story tilts toward Madrid. Fernández has barely bothered to hide how he feels. He reportedly said in an interview that he would love to live in Madrid because the city reminds him of Buenos Aires. Those comments reportedly got him benched by Chelsea for 2 full matches as punishment. Then, in June, Marc Cucurella completed his own move to Madrid and said on the record that he hopes his friend Enzo follows him. The 2 clubs did the Cucurella deal smoothly, so the relationship between them is already warm. According to the Italian journalist Nicola Schira, who has a strong track record, Fernández has an agreement in principle with Madrid on a contract until 2032. The insider outlet Team Talk report the same from the player's side, that personal terms are essentially sorted. Right now, Fernández is in the United States playing at the 2026 World Cup with Argentina, and the reporting is consistent that any move would only be finalized once that tournament ends. Keep that detail in mind, because it explains why Spain sounds so confident. If the player wants it and the terms are agreed, this sounds finished. It is not finished, it is barely started. Because there is one number standing between Enzo Fernández's and the Bernabéu. Chelsea, according to The Athletic, will only sell for around £120 million. The Spanish outlet El Debate has put that asking price even higher, at €138 million. Madrid, according to Team Talk, are preparing an opening offer that starts above $100 million, but lands below that demand. So the 2 clubs are tens of millions apart before talks have even properly begun. And Chelsea are under zero pressure to move because his contract runs until 2032. They do not need the cash, and they refuse to take a loss on a record signing. His own agent, Javier Pastore, has publicly poured cold water on the entire thing. Pastore says Enzo is happy at Chelsea, that he is their captain, and that most of this is media noise. The French paper, L'Équipe, reports the player wants out, but for now is still in talks over a new deal at Chelsea. And here is the detail almost no channel is mentioning. Florentino Pérez reportedly hinted that his next big money signing would not be a Premier League player at all. If that is true, it points away from Enzo, not toward him. This is the moment the reports stop agreeing with each other. A Spanish YouTube journalist named Miguel Serrano claims there is already a deal between Fernández, his agent, and Real Madrid. But even he admits there is no agreement with Chelsea, which is the only part that actually decides anything. ESPN, one of the most reliable voices on this, flatly says Madrid have not yet made a move and are still weighing cheaper alternatives. The Spanish TV show El Chiringuito suggests Madrid might deliberately wait until the final week of August to choke Chelsea's price down. So depending on which name you trust, this is either nearly done or barely real. That gap is exactly why you should treat the loudest headlines with suspicion. Now here is what almost nobody is talking about. This single transfer would set off a chain reaction across 3 different leagues. If Fernandez arrives, Team Talk report that Aurélien Tchouaméni could be pushed out of the Madrid midfield. Clubs like Manchester United and Liverpool have reportedly circled him as a result. Chelsea, sitting 10th last season and out of Europe, have reportedly already started lining up replacements of their own. The deal that has not even happened yet is already moving players around the continent. So let's be honest about where this genuinely stands. The player wants the move, and his side of the deal looks close. But the 2 clubs are far apart on the fee. Chelsea hold every card, and the most reliable sources say no formal bid has even landed. Right now, this is possible, but it is nowhere near a done deal. The reason is simple. The whole thing rests on money, and Chelsea have no reason to blink first. This is not an agreed transfer. It is a standoff, waiting for someone to flinch. Whether Enzo Fernández pulls on a white shirt next season will probably come down to one late offer in August. So if you want to catch the exact moment a real bid actually drops, get subscribed before it breaks. And if you want the full story on how Mourinho is rebuilding this Madrid squad from the ground up, that breakdown is on your screen right now.